If you're unsure whether to ship your things or buy new ones abroad, you're not alone. In this video, I'll help you compare shipping costs, local prices, and which items are really worth bringing so you can decide with confidence and less stress. Before you decide to ship anything, it's important to know what international shipping really involves. It's rarely just the main shipping fee. There are extra charges that can add up quickly. Shipping company fees. Most people focus on the base price, but that's just one part of the total cost. The price also depends on your shipment's size and weight, the distance, and whether you want delivery to your door or to the port. Small shipments by air can cost anywhere from a few hundreds to a few $1,000s. Sea containers are cheaper by volume, but slower. A shared container might seem cheap, but added fees can raise the final price. Customs and taxes. Each country has different rules. You might have to pay import taxes on some items. Some places only tax new goods, while others tax anything they consider valuable. If you're moving somewhere with strict rules on personal items, you might need to show proof of purchase for each item. This process can be stressful. Next, storage and handling fees. If your shipment arrives before you do, you may have to pay storage fees. If the port is busy, there might be extra handling charges. These costs aren't always included in the first quote. Delays and damage risk. Shipping isn't quick. Air shipments can take 1 to 2 weeks, while sea containers may take 1 to 3 months. That's a long wait for things you might need soon. There's also a chance that boxes will get lost or damaged. Now that you see the full picture, let's look at what it costs to buy new items when you arrive. In many countries, buying new things is easier and often cheaper than shipping. It also gives you more flexibility. You can choose items that fit your new home and avoid waiting for shipments. Furniture is heavy, bulky, and expensive to ship. In Europe, Asia, and Latin America, you'll find stores with simple, affordable furniture. Most people buy what they need after moving in. If you're moving for a short time or expect to move again, buying sturdy but affordable furniture is a smart option. Many expats rent furnished apartments, so they don't need to ship any furniture. Your electronics. Electronics can be tricky. Should you bring yours or buy new ones? Here are the main things to consider. Voltage. Different countries use different voltages. If your device isn't dual voltage, it could get damaged. Plugs. Adapters are easy to carry, but big chargers and large transformers can be a hassle. Warranty. Many companies won't honor a warranty if you bought the device in another country. Often, it's cheaper and safer to buy electronics after you arrive. Kitchen items. Pots, pans, plates, and silverware are easy to find in most countries. Only ship them if they have sentimental value or are special tools you use often. Most people buy affordable sets after they arrive. In some countries, you might even find better quality for less money. Clothes and shoes. Clothes are usually inexpensive to buy once you settle in, but sometimes shipping your clothes makes sense. If you're tall like me, plus size, or wear much smaller sizes than the local average, shopping for clothes can be tough. In that case, bring the clothes you love and wear often. For example, I wear a size 10 shoe, but the largest women's shoe here is a 9. Otherwise, you'll have no problem buying new clothes in your new country. Bedding and towels. Bedding and towels are light but bulky. They're easy to replace, so you don't need to ship them. A basic set will do until you find something you like. If you're shipping a few things, you can use some as packing material. Let's look at what's actually worth bringing. These are the items you should consider shipping or packing in your luggage. Sentimental items. If something is meaningful to you, bring it. Try not to put it in a big shipment where it could get lost or damaged. Keep it with you if you can. High quality work equipment. If you work online and need specific equipment, bring your setup with you. A good laptop, camera, or microphone might be more expensive or hard to find in some countries. Just make sure to check the voltage and plug type. Specialty items. If you have a unique hobby, you might want to ship some tools. This could include musical instrument, art supplies, or sports gear that are hard to find or expensive abroad. Clothing for special needs. This includes custom shoes, medical gear, or anything you won't be able to replace easily. Enjoying the video? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and if you want to stay updated, turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Now let's talk about what you should almost never ship. These items usually cause the most problems and cost the most. Large furniture. Beds, sofas, and big tables are costly to move. They take up a lot of space and can get damaged. Unless your furniture is truly special, it's best to leave it behind. Big appliances, washing machines, dryers, fridge, and ovens aren't meant to be shipped. They might not fit the voltage or size standard in your new country. It's almost never a good idea to bring them. Cheap or old electronics. Don't ship anything that's easy to replace. By the time it gets there, you might wish you had just bought a new one. As an author, this one was tough. Books. Books are heavy and cost more to ship than you might think. Bring a few favorites, then use digital versions or buy new ones after you arrive. Cleaning supplies and liquids. Most countries don't allow these in shipments. Even if they do, it just adds weight and isn't worth it. Let's look at the average prices to help you make smart choices. For Europe, furniture is easy to find and affordable at local discount stores. Electronics cost more than in the US, but meet local standards. Clothing varies by country, but basic items are usually easy to get. In Asia, household items are often less expensive in many Asian countries. Electronics are mixed. Some places have good local brands, while others have high import taxes. Latin America, furniture is usually affordable, but electronics can get expensive. Clothing depends on your size, so bring what you need if you wear hard to find sizes. How long you plan to stay is more important than you might think. Short-term stay, which is usually 3 months to 1 year, don't ship anything. Just bring what fits in your luggage. Rent a furnished place and buy simple items after you arrive. A medium-term stay, which is 1 year to 3 years, you can bring more with you, but avoid shipping big items. Bring clothes, electronics, and personal things. For long-term stays, usually 3 years or more, it might make sense to ship a few things, but be picky. Only send items you know you'll use for years. Here's a simple checklist to help you decide. Ask yourself, will this item cost more to ship than to replace? If yes, leave it. Can this item break or get lost easily? If yes, pack it in your luggage or skip it. Does this item have personal value? If yes, bring it with you. Will this item even fit in my new home? Consider the space you'll have. Homes in other countries can be smaller. If you still want to ship some things, here are a few ways to save money. Use a shared container. A shared container lets you ship a few items for less. You only have to pay for the space you use. Next, declutter before packing. The less you ship, the less you pay. Get rid of things you don't use often. Choose sea shipping over air. Air shipping is faster, but more expensive. Sea shipping is slower, but cheaper. Compare at least 3 companies. Prices can vary a lot. Make sure your quotes include taxes, handling fees, and custom charges. Pack items yourself. Packing services can be expensive. You can save money by carefully packing your own boxes. If you're planning to buy new things abroad, here are a few helpful tips. Join expat groups. People often sell good items when they move away. Buying from them can save you a lot of money. Shop at local discount stores. Many countries have great budget stores where you can find everything you need. Watch local sales. You might find big discounts during holiday seasons. Keep your first shopping list small. Start by buying just the basics. You can always upgrade later once you know what you really need. There's no one-size-fits-all answer, but here's a simple rule that works for most people. Bring what you love, buy what you use, ship only what you can replace. Moving abroad is already stressful enough. You don't need extra shipping hassle. Keep it simple and focus on what matters. Your new country will have what you need to start fresh. And for starting fresh, check out this video where I break down countries for Americans with fast-track residency, showing you where you'll be welcome and what you'll need to qualify. Go ahead and watch it now. I'll see you there.